Hey guys, I'm still sick. I don't know if you can you'll hear me just clearing stuff. I could not stay home another day. I mean, I was losing, you guys, losing it, okay? Oh man. Yeah, I know you don't want to hear it, but one night was the worst. I had the fever. Like, I woke up, I think, with the fever. Maybe went to sleep with it, actually, and I woke up with it worse. And oh my God, I was sweating and freezing, and then sweating, and then freezing, and it just sucked. What in the heck did that? That was a big piece of poop. So anyway, I'm back. I really missed being out here. I can't even tell you guys, like, I really missed it. Anyway, so here's a spot that's really had some interest. I've had some interest in for a while. I think you can see there's an X over there somewhere. There's something going on right there. I can't really tell 100%, but one of their little structures right there. In fact, should I go that way? Something's pulling me this way. I got this amazing X over here. All right, so I was on the way to this new place that's on the way to Bigfoot Universe. I've been wanting to go back to for a long time. I made it back like a half a mile. I filmed it, but I didn't make a video out of it yet. And I was on the way up, and I'm like, oh my God, this other spot that I've been wanting to check forever. And then now that I've seen there's this brand new X, right? It's an amazing X. And see, that's what I look for. Like, you know, not that it does get old. Like, you see the same stuff. So when you see a new X, like, marking a spot, that's what I want to check. So I'm going to go in here. Give me a minute. All right. So I think that X is over there, actually. So I'm walking in. So I basically spotted this X. It's by this pond that I'm aware of. I'm missing it, basically. So just trust me. There's this amazing, symmetrical, brand new X, like right there. It's right over there. I just don't want to walk over there. I'm seeing tons of moose activity. Because they love that pond. I've actually filmed a moose in that pond last summer with Dave and Dan, and it was pretty cool. To watch them in the ponds is really neat because they, you know, they stick their head under the water and stuff, and they eat the algae or whatever they eat there. Definitely got something going on here. This is a good sign. This is my first step right here in the Bigfoot steps, and there is just no doubt in my mind. Hey, who was it that was seeing all the white sticks? Oh, Robert. Look at the sticks. They love it. I don't know if it's because they clear them off but they love having these sticks in their area. In their areas. This is no doubt like some kind of a stage 1 wallow. Okay, I'm excited. Now I got rock faces, cliff faces, everything over there. Give me a minute. Got a moose kill here. This is an amazing little spot. You know why? I've only been here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? And the amount of different evidence that I've seen, and I'm including Bigfoot too. I mean, not even really yet, but just of like the different kinds of animals. I've clearly seen moose and moose tracks, right? Huge moose tracks. Giant moose poop. Sometimes they poop like they'll diarrhea sometimes, and it looks like a cow, you know? Other times it's more solid. I guess it depends on what they were eating. But this guy was big. I mean, that's a big boy. And not even that big. And this is where these moose come down, which tell me, you know, predators are just rampant through here. This is Mountain Lion City. So I'm seeing bears, mountain lions, evidence, and Bigfoot all right here, which is kind of unusual to see it all that fast. Look at this boulder field. I had to start my clip over. Sorry. I was talking completely. I was 100 or 1,500 times zoomed in. I was talking for how long? I'm not sure. So look at this natural boulder field. I mean, it's amazing. And Bigfoots love them. I don't know why. And the reason I say that is because every time I find... This is one of the most amazing ones I've ever seen. I mean, this thing is huge, you guys. Look at these boulders. And this was all done by nature somehow. I can hear the water underneath. A little stream down there. Hear it? So what I'm saying is, every time I find one of these things, and this is the coolest one I've ever seen. I mean, it's right here. And it's like this natural way of draining the mountain. I mean, you guys, it's a little bit crazy, honestly. that this is here just naturally, you know, like how nature provided for itself and makes itself work. It's just simply amazing. No pole today, forgot it. This is one of the places I really need the bike to get to. I mean, I guess I could get here without it, but it just helps me so much. All right, so sorry I keep zooming because I don't have a pole. I'm holding my camera a different way. So I probably have to cut the clips down. So here we go, right outside the boulder field. I crossed it, right? There's no real sign there. But again, you know, I see the signs right on the other side of the boulder fields. They love those boulder fields. I think because they love the blockage of it. You know, it's a natural deterrent. And that's what they like. And, you know, and the funny thing is they like that deterrent even if it's not going to deter anyone. Like if they've got such, look, let's be honest, there's Bigfoots up here that have the best spots in the world that no person probably in a million years is going to ever go to. They're just never going to find it. It's that vast, you guys. There's places like that all over this earth that we have just simply never been to. And I think they still do the same thing. You know, that's the bizarre part. It's like an embedded instinct of theirs to act like that. I'm just walking this right in here because I'm trying to get up to this mountain face. This is going to be a long day for me. I'm seeing what I think to be my first wallow. You got all your soft, your seats hang out. They love to use the rotting old dry logs. Now if I go over there, it's like a bed. It's all cushioned. I don't think they sleep right there, but you know, again, you'll see all your signs. Pine cones, sticks, all just right there. A lot of them are half pine cones or stepped on pine cones. Do I think they did that? Absolutely. Look at the V bend in the middle. Cool. All right, I'm happy. I'm so happy. This is what I do, you guys. I live for this. It's not a decision I made. It's almost a burden at this point. Excuse me. Oh, I can't believe I was sick in August. Kills me. It was killing me. I kept all my Patreon people informed, and then you know, some other friends that know me were like, even Dan was like, dude, make sure you're still alive. All right, bye. Looking really good. Robert, if you're watching this, you'll remember I pulled you into that little moose pond, remember, on the way up, and you're like, wow, this is good here, remember? Well, that's where I'm going. The moose pond's over there, and I'm trying to go up as close as I can to those rock faces and stuff. You know, I don't see any signs, but I get the vibes. There's a couple signs, but for a year I've known to come up here. So, boom. Bending exactly the way I'm going, so that's a good sign. This looks kind of funky too. Oh yeah. I got lots of indicators. I know it's panning too fast, sorry. See these leaners? Everything. Oh, what's that? What is that? I was not expecting something that good right here. What is that? Crow moving in. Trident. Believe it or not, that's a trident. Oh yeah, this is good. Oh, man, why didn't I come here sooner? Why? Trident. Trident incorporated into a structure. Boom. You're with the big league Sasquatch. These guys are important, trust me. It's just like the A-frame thing. I've been seeing lots of A-frames lately. Mark Para. Who else? Bunch of people posting A-frames. Now you guys have to understand, when you see an A-frame, I don't care if it's on the ground, if it's sideways, sometimes if it's even upside down, it's still an A nevertheless. And when you see that, in my opinion, you are in 100% certified Sasquatch area. It's better than an X. Well, it's just as good. It's just something about the A-frame that's a guarantee they're here. Look at these trails. Man, who knew this was like flat back here like this? All right, give me a minute. Look at the walking. Such trampling like that. I'm actually pretty happy that it's this good right here. And that's pretty good, right? Look at that. Let me take some pictures. Look in here. How it's all disturbed through there. That entire, there's like a whole little town in there. And it's not heavily structured, but it is. Like, you know, it's decorated. Each little spot is decorated somehow. You find that a coincidence? I mean, come on. Every little spot in there has a sign. I walked over to here. There's this amazing, like miles straight down that way. It just goes straight down, and they have it all marked. You can see one of their top of one of their X's right there coming out. All marked right on the edge, as if you were walking up the hill. You know, which tells me, guys, it's a guarantee that all this stuff, all this is done for Sasquatch and friends. It has nothing to do with us. Please take us out of the equation, because they just don't care. You know, I know that some of their lives are adapting to us and dealing with us, but and I think there is an interest in us, but this stuff, none of this has anything to do with us, okay? I promise. Another leaner being held by a trident. You know, it's really cool in here. Really cool new little world. Bigfoot town. I'm gonna call that. I didn't even really film that in there. I'm walking on the outskirts. There's like, I'm not kidding you guys, literally 100 different spots. And every single one has some kind of a stump, a bend, you know, a leaner, you know, nothing crazy, but just, you know, stuff like this, like, and it's all disturbed. And you can see, I mean, if you look anywhere else, you'll see how green it is here. I mean, it doesn't die unless something's walking on it. Look at this big hangout. You guys, Bigfoot's real. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Wow. Look how clean this is. Look how clean this is. I see a moose or an elk visited here as well, which is pretty normal, I would think, because, you know, where else would he, if you're a moose, walking through that, you know, this is a great spot. It was old. God, that might even be like last year old, almost. Look at this, you guys. Oh man, this is a home. Okay, this is a place where they are a lot. Look at this. Look at this wall. Now, why is it behind the town? So that's what I'm calling it, guys. It just came to me, okay? The town. That's the Bigfoot town. I'm gonna call it the town. And I'll take you in there for another video one day. That's insanity in there. So it's like hundreds of yards of a town with hundreds of different spots. Go figure that one out. And then behind it, directly behind all of it, you get this. Really clean area. You know, you couldn't make a footprint here unless you tried. But just walking, nothing. Look at that. The cool thing is, it keeps going like this back there. This is a home right here. This is the type of place I don't know if they sleep here, but this is, in my opinion, where they spend the most time. I'm still not convinced that they sleep right there. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. If they told me, yes, that's exactly where we sleep, I wouldn't be shocked, but I don't buy it. Let's assume they're a people, right? Like people, that one guy screams all the time, they're a people. Well, I kind of agree with him, because I forget his name, but they are a people. And there's one thing about people I'm willing to bet, and when I say people, I don't mean human. I just mean they're like a person. They're just not human. You know, they're another. And you could be, you know, from this earth your whole life and not be human. Look, an X on the ground. What the hell? Hold on. Okay, but nevertheless, I get this feeling like people. no matter what you want to call yourself, okay? You got hair, okay? But you're just a different. You're still a person. I have a feeling that we all, in a sense, kind of enjoy luxury. None of us need it, but you know, versus something I know they could get more sophisticated with. Like they definitely do something else for sleep. I got birds all around the top of my heads. All right, bye. All right, well, you know what? I was just showing you this, right? Now look how you can walk. I figured it out. I always thought it was in the front, but no matter what, you can walk right into the back of these. And nothing walked here today because I just went through cobwebs. It was a cobweb. So there's certainly nothing here today. Or at least right here. But this how you can walk right into the back of this. I don't know if it has something to do with how they meet women, how they fight. You know, I don't know. I mean, sure, it'd be a lot easier to become a human. All you need is a Porsche, and you know, you can get any girl you want. Look at this. This is wild. I'm filming all through this. You gotta look too. Look careful. See this thing? Comes up, it just rests right there. What a neat little spot. But this isn't it. If I got it this good, something tells me that I'm gonna find better back here somewhere. I mean, they're really going crazy here. Look at this inside back here. That is amazing. You guys, I have never quite seen anything like this before. Like it, yeah, but nothing like it. Things that remind me of it, yeah, but not like this. Man, I got stopped dead in my tracks to come here today. I didn't know until I was actually passing it. I was like, whoop, going in there. I have to go in there. A lot of this was done this year. I'm so happy to be able to show you this today. This is incredible. This is incredible. Look at this. Sorry about the sun. That's not flying ribbons. It's the sun. See? X above. People are like, you have flying ribbons? You know, and I just may in Bigfoot universe. I don't know. I have never seen one. What the? Look at this area, you guys. I tell you come back here. That's all you got to do. I don't care who you are. I'm like a broken record, but I don't care who you are. You don't believe in Bigfoot, just come back here. You don't have to see him. You don't even have to hear him. And you might not during the day. Especially, you know, this is a new spot, but look at this. You guys, this is really cool. I mean, I really, really, really like this. And I feel like crap today, so thank you, because if I wasn't getting this, I wouldn't be that happy. Look at this. You guys, how do we figure this out, you know? Like, what is going on here? How do we figure that out? Meter right underneath it. I got noises all around me the whole time, by the way. I haven't said anything because I've been off camera. And also, because it's nothing. I don't know what they are, but they're clearly noises that are surrounding me. There's no doubt about it, and they're in the bushes. You know, typical distance. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I think it's them, but nothing like indicating. You know, I couldn't say anything. You know how honest I am about that. About everything really, but just especially that. Like I just wanna. I'm never gonna tell you something I don't think is true. Why would I? It wouldn't be any fun. You know what I mean? You know how cool this is gonna be? Over the next few years, you guys, wait till next summer, okay? I'm so excited already for next summer, because next summer it's really gonna happen. I'm just getting things put together. You know, this year, I've had some, I mean, I gotta like, I don't know, do some serious Christmas cards or something this year, because I mean, I have a lot of people to thank. And so thank you guys so much. And by next summer, Hopefully some this year, but by next summer we're gonna really start this. Like this, to me, this is the rookie stuff, and not. This isn't rookie, but it's. I've done this for you, and I want to push really far into exciting places where I think crazy things go on, and I just need the right guy. That's all. I need the right person to come with me, and that'll happen. And I have a lot of people coming out as well to help. Over and out. If that's not a big X, I don't know what is. What is that? Look at that, you guys. That's 2 X's. 3 X's at the top. I got this whole area in here that's really cool looking. This is good. I mean, this place is amazing to me. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna walk up. I came out way over there. The one thing I have to be careful at in here is I do not have a GPS. I have no idea exactly where I am, and my phone doesn't work. So I gotta do the handheld GPS thing. I just haven't done it yet. I gotta get one. It's been an extremely expensive month for me. My motorcycle fork seal went, which to me is very important for what I do here. Without my motorcycle, I can't get to half the places I go. And I had to get that fixed. That was $500. You know, things like that. You know, this imperative like to fix. Like that's the first thing I fix is that, because I can't get out to this spot today without it. Not easily anyway. So it wasn't like, oh, he fixed his motorcycle. Well, I had to, because it was fine. I could have rode it the way it was. It was just, you know, it's just a front fork seal where the oil's leaking out. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. This is amazing in here. Look at these blinds. You know, they do all this stuff. They're here all year long, except for when there's snow on the ground. Where do they go when there's snow on the ground? That's amazing to me. Over and out. This is an amazingly unique place. It's so unique. It's making me really happy. I mean, it's crazy unique. So that thing's pointing that way. You know, it's amazing. Look at this. Okay, first of all, you got that inside down there, right? Something just sits down there. Oh, I just got a big bang behind me, way far away. What was that? Really far. You know, that was like a sound you would swear was a human being, except there's no human beings near me. Anyway, so I find it amazing that I could point out everything that's going on here, right? There's a lot of stuff, actually. But I got this one that I'm holding on to, and it points right into this trail, which is amazing to me. You know, so I know, I mean, at least I think I know for a fact where to go from. That's a huge X that's back there I was showing you. From the huge X, I come right through here. Look. Not only that, but they gave me a giant bender right on the trail. And you couldn't really see the trail until you followed the end of the... Oh man, that's amazing. Okay, so I think up there is the real deal. That's what I believe. And that's where I'm going. So let's find out. Has clearly been moved recently. The funny thing about it is, you know, normally I assume bear immediately. That's beaver. Right? But I mean, the weird part about it is that one stick that's at the bottom. Why would they move it and then put a stick in it? The stick could have fell in there, but I don't know. Not after what I just came out of. I mean, you guys were right there. This is the most insane. What is that? Something on my... Oh, sorry, it's a bug. Look at that. It's the coolest hangout ever back there. I didn't film it. I just walked through. I took pictures. And with this teepee, and then these crazy fence. This fence is like 12 feet high, you guys. And then look what's here. I swear they just wait for the moose to come down here. I think they take an occasional moose. I mean, I got a moose kill right in the middle of their structures. I do find that they get rid of that stuff, I feel like. So when I find a kill, I really don't think it's theirs, but what do I know? And then I find this. So you get this crazy bend. I gotta go up there. This crazy bend right here, right? And this really cool place. But I can't get around somehow. I guess I can go that way. Ooh. It's so quiet back here. Now, I'm probably wrong because I don't see any signs of a moose walking in there at all. And yet they clearly do it out in that pond a few miles back towards where I came in. All right, give me a minute. All right, I crossed that boulder field, right? No real crazy signs, but I have all their, I think you can see it's them, right? Just their blockage. And I got some crazy noise. So the boulder field's just 100 yards that way. And what this tells me is that this is good. I should continue because, boom, they're blocking again. Now, the one thing I can never figure out is all that stuff that was going on in there. There was that amazing X and all that crazy Bigfoot town. Is that these guys as well? Or is this a separate group? Like, is this a re-blocking of a new group? I don't know. You know, I can't, those are the things, you know, you guys, you can't ask me because I don't know. Wow, look how packed down that is. That's a footstep. Right there. Right there's a footprint. Just standing right here. That's a footprint, there's no doubt about it. Nothing could be that flat, that long. And it looks like it wasn't just from one foot, it looks like he was standing there. Look at that. All the different stumps, I'm not panning too fast. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look how big that is. No doubt about it. That's their work. With the footprint and a perch right there. Cool. I just sat down. Nothing going on right now. So I still have a little bit of a fever. And I was doing pretty good, and now I'm like, it's starting to hit me, and I'm realizing, well, wow, you were still sick. So we'll see how far I can go. Man, it's hard when you're sick, you know, like I literally have like some kind of a bug. I could not stay home. My nose, oh man, is like watering. Here, I'll show you. Look. I mean, I can't stop doing that, basically. How do I get on my face? There we go. Oh, I can move that too. Okay, cool. I didn't realize that the screen actually moves. Okay, cool. So the camera moves inside the camera. So anyway, I have the flu. Much better though. Cool, so I can kind of do that too if I wanted to. Not that it really works. I need a little button I can zoom on that one. That'd be cool. Oh, all right, over now. Let me see how far I can get today. All right, climbing, climbing, climbing. A lot of groundwork here. Because even when you see something like that, just by itself, a little tree, you know, in Pennsylvania, wherever you are, and you know, they don't have these big structures, you know, just believe it or not, they probably did that. Nothing else does that, and snow doesn't either. Or just lay X's in the middle of the ground. In fact, there's two. Look, there's another one right there. Another one right there. Huh. Another wallow type of thing. I'm just getting to where I gotta climb. Somehow there's this rock face, and I think I can get up it somehow. Give me a minute. This is getting cold as I climb. See this too much. I got one pushed over, right? It's so blatant. Right over the trail. Bend next to it. Look what's in the hole. Where the stump used to be. Big sound to my left. Very little wind today. So when you hear like an abrupt, like really fast blast noise. Like, you just know it's not the wind, because there it is. So there's where it starts going up. God, can I get up there today? Normally, yes. But I'm really struggling here. Being sick. I'm not trying to be a wuss either. I think I got further today than most people with a fever. I think I catch, at least it seems like it's extra sick compared to most people because of ADHD. Everything's amplified, you know. Look at these boulder fields here. I find it amazing, you know, never ever a shortage of water. You could find water under those things. That's coming down off the mountain. That's not a bad way to walk up the mountain either. You gotta be really careful if you fall on that, you know, of course that's probably it. All right, let me see what I can do here. Look at this funky thing. They did that. I gotta get up there. I see there's like an X right there. Something's going on right there. Where is it? Sorry, I had something on my finger. Something's going on up there. I got a noise to my left again. I know the camera probably can't hear it. It's kind of far. It's not far, but it's not close either. It's about their distance. I'm realizing typically it's weird. It's almost like the same thing no matter where you go. Like, if they're not going nuts around you, they have this perimeter, and sometimes I feel like they do a circle around you as you go, multiples, and then other ones I feel like there's less in the area. They just kind of keep their distance, you know, a couple 100 feet, you know, to 100 yards or more, and that's as close as they'll get, just to avoid any mistakes. God, I gotta get up there. That's all boulder fields too in front. All right, give me a minute. Oh, so blatant. I just heard a song called Oh So Blatant. So blatant. Dun, 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 dun. I just need words. Look at this. I found this little hallway of wallows as a crow sits above my head and makes noise. Let's see if I can get a good shot on him. And he's in this funky ass tree that Bigfoot messed with. Look at the lemurs. He's in that tree over there. You see this? It just goes like this. There's like you know, another wallow in there. Type of thing going on. They're so like strategic. It's crazy. You know, Ben and X. And I haven't been taking enough pictures today. I'm gonna take some more pictures today. Because a lot of it's not really amazing pictures. It's more like amazing to see. Wow, look at this. Cool, I don't get to see that kind of stuff. Look at that big boulder going right there. Come on, tell me you couldn't see a Bigfoot just like this dark. I mean, this is where they live, you guys. You know, you're, look up there. That's where I wanted, right there. Wish I had my pole. The zoom's too fast. I gotta get up there. I can't get up there. Okay, so that's that. What that is that's that wall has been falling apart for millions of years. It's the only way I can come up with it. Millions. I don't know, something about them and boulders going in. All right, so this is amazing to me. Okay, because here's a boulder field that is clearly heavily marked by Bigfoot. Now, just to keep in mind, you guys, I am approximately, I did the short side, so I'm 10 miles up a dirt road and about 3 miles straight into the forest from there. So technically, 30 years ago when that dirt road wasn't here, I am more or less about 13 miles from the closest paved highway, and then down that, another 5 or 6 miles to the closest road. So I'm 20 miles walk into a forest 50 years ago. And that's if you knew where you were going. I mean, you wouldn't even know where to go. All of these trees have been pushed completely uphill over the boulder field. I got big logs all over the boulder field. Structures overlooking the boulder field. It's actually a good place to hold a zoom, I think. Sorry, no pull. This is fascinating to me. Look at the one parallel down below. This is awesome. So I guess, you know, millions of years ago, this was a rock face. I don't know. I mean, I'm like way up here. I mean, this is deep, deep, deep boulders. Crazy. All right, let me try to get up further. All right, here's the thing. Excuse me. I'm really feeling sick still. I'm definitely better, but I mean, I was at the point where I was bedside. I don't think I'm gonna make it up that. I could make it. I think. I don't know, there's parts where it just goes straight up, but I think I might be able to find, you know, a way just to climb up. No ropes. But probably not today. So what I'm thinking is, because you know, it took me 3 miles to get here at a guesstimate, I think I'm gonna follow this way and see if hopefully I can get an easier way up, or I can you know, then at least look for a spot where when I'm better, I can actually climb it. Those are my thoughts. I know I need to get up there. Like, that's, you know, all of this that I've been dealing with today is all leading to that moment, but that it just gets flat. It's beautiful. I see something going on right there. I mean, it might not be anything, but it's something, I think. Something's going on. What the hell is that? Is that on camera? Not the bird, something else. Look how blatant that is. Bigfoot. You guys, I got footprints up this whole hill. That's the one place I seem to get blatant footprints, is up steep hills that are so blatant. Look, 1 liter, duplicate lean on the other side, random rock, just sitting there. I don't buy it. You guys, look at this, with a fever. All right, I'm up here. My guess is I'm at about 11,500 right now. I have a splitting headache, a fever, and a head cold. And I don't care, bye. Here's something I rarely notice, but really cool to me. Let's take a close look at this. Gotta be a little one. Wow, even have a feather there. See the feather? Birds with leather flock together. See? This mushroom was put there. It was also broken. It looks like it used to be one. Yeah, it was one. There's a stick there. Stick here. 2 pieces of the mushroom. Something. I think that's where the mushroom used to be. Piece of mulch moved. I have no explanation for that, except it's a little unusual. Something was sitting here, you know, looking out, checking it out. I don't know. That's also a very strange mark for a rock. No idea what that is. Oh my God, no wonder. Look at that view, sitting right here. That's amazing. That's another spot that I've been dying to go. I'll never be able to get there until I get a helicopter. Or get paid enough money where I can be out, literally out, like, you know, for 5 days at a time. Like uploading from like satellite connections in the forest. That'd be cool, doing live feeds and stuff. But I would need the right, you know, the only way to get the right guy is to get lucky and find a guy that's just retired and doesn't need the money, or, you know, is to actually hire someone, because, you know, not really hire them, but, you know, someone that becomes a friend of mine, I can pay them, because that's the only way to get someone away from their kids and family, is to be able to pay them, you know. Unfortunately. Okay. I made it to the top of the rock face, you guys. I can't believe I did it, Sec. Somehow in that corner, you can kind of get up. It was steep. There's no doubt. The one way up this mountain, I got lookouts. It's all pushed off. There's no doubt about it. Wow. How exciting is that? So all the boulders are down there. And that rock face starts right there. And goes forever that way. Alright, just at the top of the hill, right? I got all these weird, really, I mean, I'm talking, you guys, one of the most unbelievable views you could ever imagine, right through that little hole there. And there's the edge. And I got strange rocks. All of these rocks. I mean, do you really think a person came up here? That doesn't look far off from a compass to me. You got the center. Nico, I'll have to show you that one. That is, something's going on right there. Okay, again, with Bigfoot. Ooh, something lives there. And then something lives right there. Put a rock there? What the heck is going on right there? What lives? What would dig that out? Something's going on with these rocks, you guys. Because in here, I'm just gonna stay on here. Hopefully it doesn't kill me, whatever it is. Anybody home? Jumping on. That rock's bizarre. That's crazy. And then behind it is even crazier. I'm telling you guys, so what you gotta do is you gotta get there some Sasquatch. So what I did was find a place that's 30 miles into the middle of the woods. That technically isn't anymore because of roads, little dirt roads. But what it is once you get far enough, if I can get to where no people have ever found Sasquatch before, I'm gonna start seeing places that are so unique. And so unbelievable that it's gonna look like people did it, you know? Look at this little wallow. This spot is amazing. And then, you know, I have this, right? It's huge. And it's all with that view, and it's all on top of that rock face. And then they go crazy with those rocks? I don't get it. And then I see something really cool across from here. Let me get over there. Okay, so I wasn't able to film a lot of stuff coming down. I found coming down this way, I went up a much more difficult way. I didn't realize really how fast I could go in way over there. I went, wait, is my thing zoomed? Yeah, I'm good. Way over there, went way up there, and then all the way up, came all the way back down. And then I came down this amazing Bigfoot trail. It came all the way down next to these boulder fields in the woods, inside. It was an inside trail, so it had walls on both sides, and it was a trail that came all the way down through the most hectic stuff you've ever seen. I took lots of pictures, but I didn't want to do a shaky cell phone video coming down, but it was just, God, trust me, it was cool. So I just left the trail cam out in a completely different area. So I was way up there. See that? I didn't climb right there or necessarily go in those woods, but I found a spot where I could get up there, filmed it a little bit, and then I walked this way. So I should have went that way as well. Pretty interesting. I did not find what I think to be the real place up there. It's somewhere up there. This is a gigantic place. It could be, you know, miles back beyond where I even made it today. I think I did, I don't know, 7 miles, I think. I'm gonna just guess. So look, here's the trail cam, something completely different. I'm kind of close to a road, but I think it'll be okay. I don't think anyone's gonna find it. The cool thing about where I've left this is it's different for me. I have tons of game here, and I'm talking some big game. Like, I'm talking either gigantic elk or moose. I mean, these guys are monsters. I can tell by their hoof prints and literally how big their piles of poop are. Big guys. And I have seen one myself. I don't know how they're so elusive, those big ones, I'll tell you. You know, it seems like the one just seeing on TV and stuff, the moose is just standing there eating, he doesn't care. And it did happen to me this year with Rio, but other times I feel like I just don't see them. I mean, I don't know if I just walk right by them half the time, or I figured I'd see more of them, which tells me they've got to be moving out of the way before I get there. So anyway, I got poop right there. So at very least, let's get some cool trail cam pictures, right? This is a risky spot. Like, someone could snag this thing. We'll see what happens. I'm turning it on camera, just so I know there's no issues. Same thing here. My backing's gone. The other one is still in Bigfoot Universe. I'm trying to do a long term. I think I'll check it when Chris gets here. Well, this is card locked. Again, let's see if we can unlock. Maybe I unlocked it. Let's see. If you guys didn't know, it has a little switch there somewhere. There it is. A little switch on the end. Let's unlock it. I thought it was locked, so I probably locked it before, thinking I was unlocking it. Let's try. Those batteries were not stolen from my old work. There's absolutely no evidence on them to prove that. Damn. Actually, those are from my work, but I didn't steal them. I would never steal from them, and they know that. And just somehow, I ended up with batteries. No idea. They're older ones, though, because they won't care, because you can tell they were ones that they were from May, and it's May 16th, so we actually took them out. Come on, baby. Sorry, this is the worst trail cam video in the history of trail cams. There we go. Okay, so we're set. Let's close that. Set it and forget it. Let's just forget it for a little while. Thing is, I never forget. I'm always thinking about it. I should get some good stuff on this thing. I really should. At very least, some beautiful moose, right? Coming out. The Bigfoot trail comes out right here, all the way from the top of that mountain. I'm not kidding you guys. I followed so many footprints. They got little tiny tree it's on too. I was thinking about putting a leader on it just to keep it stable, but I think it'll be alright. Alright, over and out.